Hello there, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here, Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your December 2023 money and career reading for all Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you guys. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for every single one of you. Let's have a look and see what we've got for your month ahead. And if you do find, by the way, that you enjoy this reading, please take a moment to press that like button there. It lets me know you resonate, and it lets YouTube know to show it to more people. Well, look at that. We're starting off with you guys with a bang. We've got the door to value opening for you guys. So this can certainly represent an increase in your money. This can represent an increase of opportunities, doors opening for you. So if you're looking to improve your money, as most people are, then this is a really positive energy coming in here for you. So new opportunities, new jobs, bonuses, raises, investments paying off. For some of you here, maybe it's something like your house increase in value, that kind of thing. All right, so we've got all kinds of wonderful things flowing your way. Great time to set some intentions for manifesting things in your life. But for some of you, you do have something coming to fruition, and it's very well deserved. So a great energy there for you. The door to value is also representative of understanding and knowing your worth. And we often do sell ourselves short for things, especially when it does come to our career path. Sometimes money isn't necessarily everything, but it is a necessity. But sometimes we do get a little bit stuck or trapped in maybe a job we like, or maybe we like the people that we work with, or, we just maybe sometimes get in the mindset of we don't have any more options, or we're afraid of change. And this keeps you kind of going around in circles, right? And sometimes what happens in that energy is that, and somewhere along the way, we somehow convince ourselves, well, this keeps happening, or this is where I keep getting stuck, and this is all I'm worth, or this is what I'm meant to be. So the door to value is really understanding your worth. So if you are going to any kind of job interviews or anything, or if you're in a position where you see people in your workplace pass you by, maybe they get promoted, even though you've been there longer, you've got more experience, you're the go-to person, maybe you trained all those people, right? Someone is undermining you, undervaluing you. And it may be very simply that, boss might say to you, well, I can't move you out of your position. You're so good at it. Well, great. Then pay me what I'm worth then. If I'm so good at it that you don't want to move me out of it, pay me enough that I'll never go, right? Because usually what happens in companies is you either move onwards and upwards, or you move out, right? So know your worth. Are you being valued? Are you being paid what you deserve? Are you being bypassed for things just because maybe you're too good at your job, right? It's a common occurrence with people. Time to shake things up a little bit. The energy is supportive of that. You can also fix a situation as well. We've got Healer of the Ages coming out here as well. So this can represent that you have the ability to fix and heal a situation. So if you've got a not so great situation in your workplace, focus on making improvements and healing that situation. Your money, right? We've got healing energy coming in with your money. So this is showing that, maybe if you've been feeling over the last few months that you've been bleeding money, right? Maybe now you hold on to a little bit more of it, which is, not always easy to do, especially at this time of year. We've got a lot of celebrations going on, right? We've got Christmas, we've got New Year's, we've got Hanukkah, we've got whatever else other people celebrate around the world, right? And sometimes, that does come with having to spend some money. So this might be where you are getting some gifts here for you, or you're finding things on sale, and or maybe someone gifts you some money or something. That would be really awesome, wouldn't it? But whatever it is for you, there's something here that has the ability to be healed, or you hold that power in your hands to course correct and to make those improvements that you want to see. So it's a great energy. The Healer of the Ages does also show that, if there's been any kind of arguments or challenges, especially like in your family or with another person, like your spouse, for example, in regards to, your views on money or how you spend money, right? Money can be a big barrier sometimes in relationships, and especially if we have two different, ways that people do spend it. Right? Sometimes you get like the miserly energy, right? Someone wants to hold on to every last penny. And then you get the other person where it's like, I'm going to spend it because money is energy, money is circulatory, it's all going to come back to me. Two very, very different mindsets when it does come to money. So the Healer of the Ages energy does show that you can find a common ground, that you can find a way to balance those two energies out, because both of those are kind of extreme, right? So whatever your situation is, balance your family budget, find common ground with a spouse, a significant other, but also if you've got some issues going on in your workplace, you can resolve those things as well. We have the Six of Gifts, talk about your circulatory energy. There you go. The Six of Gifts is the Six of Pentacles, and this is the main energy coming in for you in the month of December. So what you put out flows back to you. The energy you put out, something comes back to you. The help that you've given other people, something positive flows back to you. The Six of Gifts is where we can find balance and restore that balance and harmony in regards to our money and our physical world. But yes, you may have something wonderful circulating back to you. It does represent the law of giving and receiving. It is a reminder of, yes, what you do put out, boom, it flows right back. So, keep that money flowing, keep that energy circulating. So you might get a little bit of a surprise. The Six of Gifts can sometimes come with a surprise. And of course, in your money and your career, this can be a door of opportunity opening, door for value. This can be some money coming your way, maybe something that you didn't quite expect. And it can be something like, maybe your company has previously in the last few years gotten rid of like Christmas bonuses or something, but maybe there might be a little bit of token of appreciation at this time of year. It might be a large sum, but it might be something that just helps out and takes the sting off of this time of year, and maybe something that's just like the right place at the right time. But this can also be something opening up for you that is a result of all of the work and the effort and the energy that you've put out there. And because the Six of Gifts is a card of charity, perhaps at some point, maybe you are helping other people, the Healer of the Ages, you're that go-to person, and now you get the rewards for that. Or now you recognize your worth and you're like, I'm always going out and I'm always going out of my way. I'm always training people. I'm always helping people. And, this can be where those doors of opportunity do open up for you so that you can reap your own rewards, right? I do think that for someone out there, there is a message that I'm getting here about you have previously helped somebody, you've given someone a leg up in life or in their career at some point. Maybe you loaned someone some money, helped them out of a sticky spot. You helped them in their career. Maybe you helped prep them for an interview or something like that. Something's being returned to you at this time. So maybe they call you out of the blue and they might have a job for you. Someone may give you a token of appreciation for what you've helped them with in some way. Okay, or maybe somebody else actually really understands how valuable you are, and this can really benefit you financially or along your career path. So maybe your boss finally steps up to the plate there. All right. Your challenge, we've got the 10 of Gifts. Now, the 10 of Gifts is the 10 of Pentacles, so typically an incredibly positive card, especially in the upright. So this does represent success and abundance and prosperity and happy home, happy family, happy bank account, right? And so when it's in the challenge position, it's not the same as being in the reverse. It represents an obstacle, a delay, something that may be really positive, but can also be a little bit challenging, to deal with or accept. And the 10 of Gifts, because it does represent your home, maybe there is something going on around your home that is really positive, but we've got an issue or a couple of things to work through. This can be the 10 of Gifts is where we sometimes do get something handed down to us. We get an inheritance or we get a helping hand from somewhere, right? And just like the 6 of Gifts coming in, and it might be something that maybe there's a little bit of a stubborn energy in there, right? Like, I really want this help, or I really want this money, I really want this inheritance, but there's like a little bit of a double-edged sword there, because, it could be something positive like a living inheritance, or, again, sometimes we resist accepting some help or some gifts that are offered to us, and that can be a challenge, right? Even though it's really, really positive, it can be that challenge is accepting that. So you're being encouraged here to be open and to be receptive. And if someone does offer you something, keep that money circulating, the Six of Gifts. Keep the energy circulating. We don't want to block it off. So, and sometimes we do that. Someone offers you something and you're like, oh, no, 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 that's okay, I'm good, right? In reality, you're really not. Why would you block the flow, right? Open that door. If someone offers you something, say thank you and accept it. It's very hard to get past for some people there. Okay. But the 10 of Gifts is also, because it does have to do with abundance and money and physical things, right? It's a challenge to not go overboard at this time of year. And a lot of people do, right? Gift giving doesn't necessarily have to be physical things, and they don't have to be expensive things either. My family, for example, I mean, all of us are adults mostly, right? I've got my niece and nephew, they're younger. And a couple of years back, a number of years ago, actually, we stopped buying gifts for the adults in our family. We don't need it, right? We get together and, we make dinner, or we exchange like baking and things like that, because it's just something that's a little bit more useful. We still give some gifts to the kids, but we also incorporate them into, our other activities that don't involve like a present under the tree. And it does benefit our family, right? Because it's like, well, no one really needs anything. I mean, we do, but we don't really. And so it's really just a focus on being together in that family, and having a good time, and, having a good festive season and all that kind of stuff. So that can sometimes be a little bit of a challenge at this time of year. So, so really just be aware of doing something to excess, right? And going overboard and then maybe regretting it a little bit later. But overall, the 10 of Gifts, there might be a little bit of a delay getting what you want, or again, someone may give something to you and you're maybe a little bit reluctant or embarrassed or too proud to take it. And again, especially with that 6 of Gifts there, you're being very encouraged to accept whatever gifts and offerings are headed your way. Keep that flow going. We have Sinterklaas coming in here with your Hierophant energy, and this is the blessings headed your way. Some of you are getting married. Congratulations. Some of you are finding the resources that you need. Congratulations there as well. It's Taurus energy. So Taurus is related to our money and our resources. Okay, so some of you do have some wonderful things that are headed your way, or those doors, the door to value, right? The theme going through your entire reading, very, very positive for you. But this is also an energy, a blessing for you of taking something to the next level, your commitments, your dedication, your hard work paying off. This is a card of commitment, right? Quite often known as the marriage card. And so for some of you here, you are deepening a commitment with your workplace, right? And hopefully making some more money while you're doing that. For some of you, maybe you're gaining wisdom and insight, because this is higher level learning with this one as well, right? Taking something to the next level, to the next stage. So you could be stepping into an element of wisdom. For something here, you could be everything that you've learned, your experience that you've gained. This is where you can really use that to your advantage, and it pays off for you in a very positive way. You might be making commitments and obligations that are going to benefit you financially or along your career path. So a great energy there. You could very well have a Taurus person, okay, or someone with a heavy Taurus placement somewhere in their chart that is helping you. Might be a new person, right? But it could be also somebody that you know. But yes, some of you are deepening a commitment within your family unit in some way, whether you're getting married or engaged. And this can actually be a very abundant and prosperous time for you, especially if you're blending your resources, your finances together. 2 paychecks are quite often better than one. And sometimes what happens is you got 2 people sharing the bills now. And this can be where it opens doors to follow your dreams that maybe you couldn't quite afford to before. And now now. This opens up a whole new path for you, so it can be really beneficial for you in that respect. We've got the Six of Candles coming in here as your advice from Spirit. Be confident, believe in yourself. You may have some obstacles to overcome or some delays or challenges to deal with, but ultimately make those bold steps forward that you know that you want to make and that are available for you at this time. The Six of Candles is the Six of Wands energy. Victory and success are yours. It's your time to shine. It's your time to be in the spotlight. It's your time to be rewarded and recognized for everything that you've done, everything you've accomplished, for the skills and abilities that you bring to the table, for the knowledge and the wisdom that you have. Your ability to solve problems is insurmountable, or insurmountable. No, it's, why is that word popping into my mind? I don't know. Anyways, your ability to solve problems is very much on point. There we go. We'll say that way. Why insurmountable? Insurmountable. Anyway, maybe you're faced with a problem that seems insurmountable, and you have the ability to overcome that. That could be what that message is. But anyways, this is a card of victory, success, being in the spotlight, maybe even being in the public eye. Okay, but not necessarily, right? This is just like victory and success are yours for the taking. Grab the bull by the horns, make that bold move, accept whatever help that there is, and celebrate your successes, no matter how big, no matter how small. All right. Some of you may possibly be spending some money, or you might be getting together with friends and going out to some sort of public gathering there with that. Interesting message. But it is probably money well spent in that. Okay, so just be aware of going overboard though with that. Maybe it is Santa Claus parade that you're going to go and attend. We have the whips coming in here for you. We have the letter. Communication is the key, especially if there's any arguments or discord there in regards to your money. The whips can bring about something that is like an argument, something that is repeating, like a repeating cycle. The letter can represent some good cheer, some good tidings coming your way, maybe a postcard, a letter, something in the mail, the written document of some kind, but it can also represent communication, maybe some written communication. So this could be that maybe you've tried something multiple times and now that this is your last time and it pays off for you now. This can be where you do need to be a little bit cautious. And let me tell you, at the beginning of the month, we do have some turbulent energy, and this is showing up in people's reading, and then it gets a little bit better as we go through the month. So the beginning of the month, there might be some bumps in the road, there might be some arguments, there might be some challenges in regards to communication, dealing with people, making some decisions, that kind of thing. But communication is the key. So some of you might be getting some sort of letter, some document that's really important there. Some of you might be resolving something via the written word. Okay, especially just be a little bit cautious, I'm going to say, about written communication, like emails, text messages, that kind of thing, because people tend to read written words the way they're feeling at that time. And so if you're in a bad mood and someone sends you a message that can kind of be taken either way, they're going to read it negatively. If they're in a really good mood, and again, that same message where it's lacking some context or whatever, and they can choose to take it positively. So just be a little bit aware of emails and text messages, things like that. Because they can be taken the wrong way sometimes, right? But the whips and the letter, some of you are very busy sending out invitations or sending out Christmas cards and things like that. Maybe you are getting a lot of mail at this time, and there could just be something really positive that comes in with that. We've got the woman card coming in here. Now, this can be you. Okay, or it can be an important person in your life. All right, so you could possibly, have some communication with a woman in your life here, and it may be something where you do need to focus on your communication to resolve an issue. All right, this can be that you do get something in the mail from a woman in your life or from a significant other. This can also be you, and again, you're busy sending out resumes, right? The letter and the whips, right? Maybe you're sending out resumes and cover letters and job applications and things like that, and you're very active doing that, maybe in the beginning of the month, you're getting the word out there like, hey, I'm available, right? So something to do with some written communication there. We have the dog coming in here. And we have the bouquet. Wow. Well, if you're putting out applications and resumes, you just might get some really good news coming back in here, right? Something that's causing you a little bit of tension, something that you've been going over and over again. And because when we have the dog, this can represent a person, a partnership, someone that we trust, and the bouquet, someone with an offer. The bouquet is always a good thing, right? The bouquet is those gifts coming our way. This could come from with the dog. The dog can represent a trusted friend, colleague, associate. Okay, whether they're new or whether they're someone you already know, they've got some really good news for you. It can represent family member. It can also be someone who's very protective of you. Think of the qualities of the dog. This can be, a friend who you is very loyal to you, right? This can be a family member that's very loyal to you, or someone that wants to help you out, and you can trust what they're giving, you can trust what they're saying, and they really do have your best interests at heart. So really positive energy that's coming in there. So we start off a little bit of a challenge with the whips, and then boom, things open up for you in a very, very positive way. So gifts and friends and family and all kinds of wonderful things, all blossoming in your life. But the bouquet can bring about a bit of a surprise, just so you know. Okay, so again, there might be something that catches you off guard. All right, but this can also be the results of your work and your effort, right? Especially if you are putting yourself out there in some way, or you are asking for what you deserve, right? It's a great time for you to try that. And you know what? If you are in a position, unfortunate position, it's very awkward. If you are in a position where you do need to, say, march into your boss's office or HR office and, ask for that raise that you've been promised, or really talk about how come you're being passed over for things and you just keep being told, oh, you're really good at your job, we don't want you to leave it. Great. Well, that doesn't help you out very much, does it? This can be where, sometimes we need to take a bit of a chance. We need to face our fears, because our fears are quite often hearing something back that we don't want to hear, hearing no. But the thing is a no can set you free. Hearing a no back can be really the deciding factor for you to move on, right? It's like, okay, well, thanks, it's great. Now I know what I need to do. So it can be freeing. It's scary, but it can be freeing for you. Hey, we have employment change coming in here for you guys. Okay, so yeah, some of you are going through some changes in your career path. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction. Hey, Hierophant. With positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported every step of the way. And the dog energy, by the way, can be a supportive friend, a person in your life, a supportive spouse maybe even, but it can also represent your guardian angel. Right? So you're being guided by spirit, guided by your angels, your spirits, your guides, right? Gut healer of the ages, someone in your spiritual soul tribe, helping you to make those wonderful changes in your life. We have savings coming up here as well. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and a path to feeling secure as you focus on your life purpose. Okay, so again, we have that message there of avoiding excess, right? And just being aware of how much you're spending, right? Taking a balanced and practical approach to spending at this time of year. And so this can be really important, right? So you work hard to save some money. This can also represent an employment change opening up for you that will allow you to park some money in the bank rather than living paycheck to paycheck and spending every single penny every 2 weeks. So that can be really positive for you as well. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I really do hope that there was something in here that resonated with you. If there was, please like this video and also subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. And if you hit that notification bell there, in theory, you will always get notified whenever I put up something new, which is just about every single day. All right, so I thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead, and I'll see you later. Bye.